Hello, Linda's camera.
Day two, you gotta say day two. Okay, how are you feeling today?
I'm okay. I'm a little tired. Yesterday was a bit of a shock, but
So what are you gonna do differently today that you didn't do yesterday?
I'm definitely not going to shout as much as I did yesterday.
Were you shouting?
I was, and I was raising my voice for emphasis, but I'm not going to do that.
Didn't you get your cane?
No, my throat was so sore. So today, no raising my voice, just keeping it simple. And like you said, it's endurance. So I'm going to pace myself. And,
Awesome. Oh, the correct version. I think you did give me that. It's in my notes. What have you done now? What have you done?
oh, I just gave them a summary of the suit. They've got to put together the pieces. I've cut it up now.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So it looks like they understood your instructions?
I think so. It looks like they're getting there. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thanks for your help.
No, no problem. Okay, Karima's working the time machine at the moment. And I have the evidence that you broke it.
Okay, so then that's working. And then we just
So what are you doing, Karima?
I'm just photocopying something.
Was it? Oh, that's for me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sweet.
I'm so sweet. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
It's working.
It's so intimidating. Look at that, it's so big. Look at this green light. Look, what's going on?
Yeah, it works. See, I told you I have half a brain in this.
She's a real teacher. London school. This is the view. People.
And then I stop teaching. I teach punctuation. Then we do the confrontation between Tilly and Philemon. And then finish the student comprehension. Yeah, that's it.
I think the phone's ringing. What's the door?
Okay.
Okay.
That's all.
No, I'm cool.
Need a print photocopy?
No, I'm finished.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. End of day two of Ikamvele 2 practical training. And look, the day was okay. Lots of life orientation, which is not really what we do, but we did it. But it was a bit of a hectic day. Ended off on a very low note, and I'm just gonna go home now and cry about it and then get ready for tomorrow. Today was different. I wouldn't say, today was better than yesterday, for the simple fact that we all knew now what we were getting into now. Before, we sort of had no idea and were basically thrown into the deep end. Today myself, Karima and myself both have had a lesson plan, and we had clear objectives of what we needed to teach the group, and we sort of had an idea of their level of understanding, you know, their sort of what level we could teach them at. And so today was basically that. We're talking about essays and how to write essays and what goes into making an essay, what is the definition of an essay, and then I'd given them various different types of essays that you can get. But then I think in the way that I explained it wasn't too great, so that was my fault, and I was like thinking, okay, in retrospect, what could I have done better in order to have made the class participate more and get more involved. So I'm thinking now, in terms of my lesson plans, I'm going to lessen a lot of the theory, have like little spurts of theory, and then the rest will be up to them. It will be practical, like group work and things like that. and we're going to just focus on one theme for that day, like one theme of grammar, one aspect of like punctuations and essays. Boom, that's it. That's what we're going to do today. Tomorrow or the following day, I will do phrases and clauses, a couple examples of those, get them to play around with them, maybe figure out some fun stuff to do with it, and then that will be that for that day. I've realized that there's a lot of things that you need to absorb. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, even when I was at school, there's a lot of things to absorb, and especially them being a big group, a lot of them didn't have, books, pens to write with. Some of them didn't really feel interested in being involved in the class. It was hot, and some of them were tired because it was the last period of the day. So I mean, it's totally understandable. I mean, I was a teenager too, so I know exactly what it feels like not to want to do anything. So like that's what I basically learned in my approach, is that I need to lessen the volume of information that I need to give out, and I need to make it more interactive, the actual course. But other than that, besides all of that, it may seem like a bad day, but it's a day of learning. I learned something big today, besides yesterday. Now I learned, okay, I need to work on my methodology and make it more interactive, basically. And also need to shorten it so that people can actually absorb the actual work. Because I'm sort of worried not being able to meet the objectives of the week, but I don't think that's important as much as allowing the students to understand the work properly. If they don't understand the work but you've met the objective, it's sort of defeats the purpose. So if I can just focus on getting them to understand that and then being happy,